Roxo Media House.
Hey Frog fans, welcome to Waikiki, Hawaii with a special episode of Frogs Today from the Diamondhead Classic Basketball Tournament. I'm Jakobe Coles with the TCU men's basketball team. Thank you for always supporting our team, and we will be back with Shomar soon, and we'll also appreciate the support. We're also excited to host a special edition of Frogs Today. In today's show, we cover exciting announcements for the TCU football team. Plus, we recap the women's basketball team on the record-setting start to the season at 13-0 with an 87-34 victory over Mount St. Mary's. Our team takes on the Diamondhead Classic here in Hawaii. Today's show starts after a quick word from one of our sponsors. We will be right back.
In Botham, we put people first. So, we simply start by listening to you. Whether you're searching for customized insurance, HR, or financial solutions to protect your home, car, health, business, or employees, our specialists are here to serve you, the people you care about, and your success. Higginbotham, insurance, HR, and financial services. Inspired by you.
Welcome back, Frog Nation. This is your Hawaii edition of Frogs Today. We are here in Waikiki at the Outrigger Beach Resort, the host hotel of the Diamondhead Classic. I'm your host, Jakobe Coles. Frogs Today was one of the first to hear from the TCU Football's new defensive coordinator, Andy Avalos. He has already been hard at work in Fort Worth.
I had the opportunity to come here with my wife because she was here and come to the game, and so that was something special. And to see her excitement, knowing that this isn't just about me, it's about my family. I'm just, and for us here, we're a piece of this puzzle to help build this championship team. And to see and meet all the people here and to come inside, obviously you walk in and you see the stadium and the practice field and knowing the facilities that we're going to build, out here starting next month in January with the weight room. And again, this is the mecca of football. To be a part of something like this, we're so grateful. We've been so grateful for all the people that have welcomed us here and are more than willing to help us transition and get down here. And so we couldn't be more ecstatic about this opportunity, and we take the responsibility on fully with grace. The biggest thing, is establishing this foundation and helping build this foundation right now. And as we get going, especially when it comes to the defense, it's going to be about how we commit, how we train, how we engage, how we compete every single day. Competition is everything. Building an identity as a defense always starts with the mentality, and that starts with how we train. We got one of the best strength staffs in the nation here, if not the best. That was a huge reason for us coming here. Play championship defense, it starts with that weight room and how we train mentally, physically, and how we develop to get ready to get in the classrooms, to hit the grass, and to apply all that stuff that we worked hard, in terms of the weight room.
He and his family are very excited to come to Fort Worth. Sonny Dykes is also very excited for this new opportunity for TCU defense. He knew this was the right choice for the whole football program.
But I'm excited about Andy. I love his energy. I love he's got a plan. He knows exactly what he wants to do, how he wants to do it. He knows exactly what he's looking for. He's been very decisive in terms of evaluating our players and saying this guy can do this and this guy can do that. And then he spent a lot of time with our current players sitting down with them and saying, here's what you can do, and here's how this is going to benefit you, and here's how you can be productive in this defense. And he did the same thing with the recruits. And so I've been very impressed with his work ethic, his ability to communicate with players, both recruits and current players on our team. I think he's going to be a great addition.
We look forward to seeing how Coach Avalos can help the program. Meanwhile, TCU Football also just announced the signing of 34 student athletes this week. The Horned Frog class is rated second in the Big 12 by 247 Sports. TCU's transfer portal class is ranked fourth nationally. 21 of TCU's newcomers will enroll for the spring semester.
I think what you have to do is you have to go and you got to recruit linemen on both sides of the ball, and you got to bring those guys in. You have to develop them and develop those guys. We were able to sign 6 high school offensive linemen. I'm real excited about that. Excited about our defensive linemen that we added to already 2 really strong recruiting classes of defensive linemen. And so I feel really good about where we are, from a lineman perspective. Because, again, those are the developmental players in your program, and those are the guys that are the backbone of any successful football program. And so feel really good about those guys. I think they're all different. I think that we have some really athletic tackles, and we have some big physical guards, and we have some guys that can do different things. So really like that group of offensive linemen and defensive linemen as well. I think that the D linemen are athletic. I think you've got big guys in there, you've got physical guys, you've got athletic guys, and so really like the group. I think you can see that we're trying to get a little bit longer at the corner position. We signed two long cornerbacks that are both athletic and can run. Obviously being able to recruit Haas and get him signed was big for our program. He's just a winner, and he's a guy that loves TCU. I think in today's world, that's even more valuable and more critical, is to bring in guys that have a connection to your program and really love the university and kind of what we talk about, bleed purple. I think that's really, really important to the future success of our program. So that's a great thing to build around. Love the running backs. I think that group is a really strong group as well. So I think it's a great overall class. You look, we signed a kicker and a punter. I think we signed the best kicker in high school football in the country, in my opinion. Kyle is strong, big, athletic, has a big leg, incredibly consistent, has a great mentality, all the things you're looking for. And then went to Australia to sign a punter and really like him and what he can do. And so anyway, like the group, excited about the group. And, the great thing about this group is a large number of them graduate early, and a lot of these guys will be here. So I think we anticipate having, my guess is going to be 22 to 25 new players this spring when we roll out there, scholarship players. So, you used to get that big number in the fall that reported, and now it's the spring. So excited about getting these guys in, having a great spring, having a great winter conditioning. Winter conditioning is going to be vital to getting our program back where we want it to go. And so when we get back here to work on January 16th, there's going to be a whole new football team out here.
We welcome you to Fort Worth and can't wait to see you on campus soon. We will be right back.
Energy does everything for us. It's all-encompassing.
We're all benefiting and affected from it.
And it is something that we all need to know about.
It is the glue that holds everything together.
TCU is powering what matters, our future.
We don't just talk about what's needed, we focus on results.
The Ralph Lowe Energy Institute is creating a world where energy is affordable, sustainable, and reliable.
Simply the best barbecue in Fort Worth. Dine in, catering, or drive-through. 2900 Montgomery, just off I-30. Remember, the best barbecue in Fort Worth is at Railhead Smokehouse.
Welcome back to Hawaii. I'm Jakobe Coles. Our women's basketball team just broke the record for most consecutive wins in program history with a 13-0 start. This week, they also were debuted in the Associated Press poll for the first time this season at 25.
First of all, Merry Christmas to everybody. So proud of this group. These games are trap games. They're dangerous right before Christmas break. It's easy for young people to be ready to go home and start thinking about Santa Claus. In this group, they were locked in, and they've been locked in for 13 straight games. Defensively, this was as good as we've done all season. They ended up, I think, this is crazy, but they only scored 6 points in the paint for the game. But the zone's been really good. We have been working on it all year, and we've just kind of been putting it out there to use against some of the teams, and I couldn't be happier with it. And then just a great all-around game today. Agnes had a double-double. Sedona has a double-double. Aaliyah was right there and could have had a double-double. I think she was 2 rebounds short. And Tara, I think, had a great overall floor game and was creating for her teammates and got into a really good rhythm. So just proud of this team and how they played, especially without Jaden. You got someone that's our leader and point guard and creator, and she didn't go today, and I think everybody stepped up. So great win.
it's awesome, right? We're super happy. It means a lot to this team, especially because, a lot of people doubted us. Everyone doubted us. And so we had a chip on our shoulder, and we still do. But it feels good, man. It's, after this one, it's a little sweeter, especially for Christmas too. It's been a long haul, and we just stayed focused every single game. So yeah, it's nice.
I just echo everything that Sedona said, and I think just Mark has been telling us all throughout non-conference that although these teams, like the coaches doubted us, like he believes in us, and like we got to believe in ourselves. Like we know what we came here to do, and what we're doing isn't something that's normal, it's abnormal.
The ladies kick off their first Big 12 game against BYU in the Shomar on December 30th. Good luck, ladies. Meanwhile, 2 TCU beach volleyball players were just named Conference USA Pair of the Month, Haley Hamlet and Angelina Camille. Stay tuned this week to an exciting episode of Players Club featuring the 2 beach superstars. After the new year, the Players Club will be filmed live in studio at Frogs Today. Stay tuned as the show continues to feature TCU athletes on the show. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Hey TCU fans, I'm TCU head basketball coach Jamie Dixon, inviting you to join the Flying T Club. The Flying T Club is the TCU NIL collective helping TCU student athletes make a positive impact in the Fort Worth community. Whether it's making big plays or enhancing the Flying T Club's support of local charities, TCU athletes are making a difference on and off the court. Get on the team and make your tax-deductible donation today at flyingtclub.com. Let's keep winning. Join the Flying T Club today.
Our men's basketball team wraps up the Diamondhead Classic this week with our final game on Sunday at the University of Hawaii, as we will take on Hawaii. In our first game, we broke the Diamondhead Classic record for most points scored. We took the win over Old Dominion with a final score of 111-87. Also to note, every single one of our players scored in that game as well.
We're deep. Our depth speaks for itself. We're very versatile, and we have a bunch of players that can score the ball and defend the ball, and I think that's what we showcased today.
Personally, I think we're just coming together as a team. We had a lot of new transfers come in, some guys are adapting to know how we play with each other. And so, guys are finding places that guys want the ball and, taking advantage of those situations.
Well, I continue to talk about our 10 players. We have 10 very good players, and it's a little bit unique, but we have confidence in all of them, and this coaching staff, and we need our players to have confidence in every guy that goes in there and deliver to every guy that's open at the right time. So we've got to be better at understanding our depth is an asset and use it as that.
We had an unfortunate loss yesterday to a very talented Nevada squad, and our head coach, Jamie Dixon, is going to hammer home defense today as we have an off day before we play Hawaii.
Yeah, no, obviously disappointed with me, first of all, having us ready to guard, giving them 4 free throws. On a team where we're having trouble guarding to begin with. So, there's a lot of things. It's a pattern from yesterday, to be honest with you. We didn't guard well enough yesterday, and it carried over to today. So 52% from the field, 47 from 3. You're not going to win many games. So, we got to regroup here now. We've got an off day tomorrow before we play the next day, and so we've got to find a way to get back to defending and improving defensively. I've never felt we weren't where we needed to be, but we just simply aren't there. And that's on me. I'm taking full responsibility. I mean, I got to get them to do what we're trying to do defensively, and I haven't got it done yet. So I'll take responsibility for this loss. Our other loss against Clemson, similar teams. Just grinded us out, a little more patient, and then defensively, their back line, their help defense frustrates us, and it leads us to some bad offensive possessions, which hurts us on the defensive end as well. We give them credit; they're good, and probably better people realize here. We gave them some open threes early on mistakes. I mean, just basic mistakes, and I've got to have our guys better understanding what they are. I got to be on the floor to coach them. I've got to do a better job of communicating with them because it's not getting through defensively. So that's on me, and I'll take full responsibility for this loss. If you're not guarding 2 games in a row, something's got to be done to change it up, and that's where we're at. Yeah, we're going to fight hard individually and drive it and go after, shoot it and follow it. We beat them on the glass. We got offensive rebounds. We got got some putbacks, but there's no real rhythm to what we were doing. We had rhythm offensively yesterday. We played in space. We were a little bit more patient. But today, against a better defensive team, we just didn't have the will to execute. And again, I think which carries over to what our defense does. We just kind of offensive frustrations lead to defensive breakdowns. We're gambling too much. I'd say patient enough on the defensive end. Everybody thinks they're patient on the offensive end. I don't think we have the patience on the defensive end, which I've been trying to correct and improve. So it's on me. I got to get it done. I got to get it fixed. I got to do a better job of coaching than what I've done here so far in these 2 days.
The winner of this game finishes third in the Diamondhead Classic. Stay tuned to frogstoday.com and all our socials at Frogs Today for updates. We can't wait to return home to the Schollmeyer on Monday, January 1st to take on Texas A&M Commerce before we open Big 12, play on the road at Kansas on January 3rd. We look forward to seeing you on New Year's. But before we go, we're excited to announce a new State of the Frogs Coaches Show featuring our coach, Jamie Dixon. The first show will be the weekend before our game against Kansas. Make sure you stay tuned. We wish you were here, Frog Nation. Hosting this week's episode of Frogs Today on the beach is a first, and I have enjoyed it. For everyone behind the scenes here at Roxo Media House, I'm Jakobe Coles. Thanks for watching this week's show, and thank you for always supporting our basketball program. Watch us tomorrow at 5:30 p.m. Texas time on the ESPN Network. Please like and subscribe to Frogs Today for the best coverage of TCU Athletics. Until next week, go Frogs.